Hello, hello. Breaking news. Trump is an idiot. Hello. Oh, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers. You've kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello, you can go, I'm just trying to move the questions over, but you can go down in the description box. Where are we? Here, there. Okay, you go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. Because, wow. Have you seen the picture that President Blunderdum, the moron, the dimwit, the dimmest of wits, posted this morning? Have you seen it? Oh, okay. At where are we? We're at 1 minute 45 seconds in. It's actually, I'll show you this and then we'll go into the first question because I laughed out loud. All right, hang on. Let me pull it up. Got to pull down the overlay. I thought we could use something other than that heavy orange fall colors. And then I was making this. This week we're doing kind of flowers and soup, like veggie soup. We're doing that a lot today through Thursday. And I did not ask for it. Midjourney added a cat. And I was like, yes, win. It knows me. All right. Let me pull up pull up this because, wow. Oh my gosh. All right. Hang on. So I need to lower that for a moment and go in here. I'm sorry. I know what he's going for, but the fact that he's going for it, I just find so funny. All right, you ready? You ready? You ready? Tell me you are an insecure, tiny man without telling me. And just to make it even clearer, what's that on his belt groin area? I'm sorry. I shouldn't find this as funny as I do. Oh my gosh, he's so pathetic. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's Schumer, Warren, and Schiff, I think. Sorry. Yes. Oh gosh. Okay, I was going to go through some of these comments because you guys are amazing. All right, right here. What is that? Bear's asking. Dorinda says, "Oh look, an Iron Man." Jamie's saying this is screaming 25th Amendment. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. The German symbols are not lost on us. Yeah, the cod piece, the itty bitty tiny cod piece. But Lisa says it looks like he's on the toilet. Oh my gosh. Whew. In the Zone says, I say again, maturity level between 8 and 13 years old. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Kay says, I'm seriously just deadpanning the screen. What the heck? Oh gosh. Whew. Oh, quit it. Don't eat the plant. Don't eat the plant. Don't eat the plant. I'm getting the spray bottle. I am. Don't do it. Okay. You will get a light misting of water. All right. I think that the people are supposed to be kneeling in front of him. Yes, Lois is truly a sick man. Yes, Cindy, Trump put this out. Yep. Oh, it's not Elizabeth Warren? Oh, okay. Oh, Jason, I'm walking home laughing out loud. I know. Oh yeah, Goro, we're getting to that. It's listed in the today's questions. Cindy says Emperor of Clowns. Yep. Oh. Okay. And Brent says, run, Flora, run. Okay. Love Chalou says, this is so unsettling. Yeah. Sierra says, and he thinks this is attractive. Yeah. 70, 10-4, Flora under attack. Yes, Trump released this. Jay says, this is my new screensaver. Lewis says, kings suck a lot. He definitely sucks. Oh, not in any crude way, just generally overall. Oh my gosh. Yes. Brianna says, I think we need the spray bottle for Trump. Yes. Bad dictator. All right. So anyway, okay, I'll go down. Oh, I had to share that because, oh man, how pathetic he is. Whew. Okay. Just as we're Sarah when we need her. Okay. Chris Cole says he's been posting crazy all night. Yeah. All right. Well, that's, I don't know, it's even worth pulling cards, but oh yeah, Lisa, folks, have a look at the description box before you post comments. There's so much down there. Three of Wands waiting for his accolades to pour in, because the remaining MAGA faithful, whoever they are going to be like with tears in their eyes, sir. That's why he did it. And everyone should see him that way. And they're like, oh yes, sir, we absolutely see it that way. This hurts him. Stupid stuff like this hurts him. It makes him feel powerful, but their independents, there are people who voted for him. Don't tell me why. Don't try to tell me why. In 2024, who were like, no, this is not what I wanted. And then they get their grocery bill. They get up to the checkout lane. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Visualize 70 asks, why all the armor? Is Donald Trump feeling vulnerable? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Sol are us. Thank you. The cat mom says the emperor has no clothes nor brains. Yeah. So yeah, he's the head of the, yeah, okay. Anyway, well, if that wasn't enough, President Blunderdum spent Sunday afternoon on Truth Social posting about imprisoning and arresting Democratic lawmakers, including that picture. Because guess what we're going to talk about next? Does he really think that he's going to get Democratic lawmakers arrested? Does he really? He's not. Projection. Yeah. Criminality. They dare question the emperor. Woo! Justice until you get the sword of truth and you're done. Bye, Trump. Go home. Get lost. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, that leads us to yes, we've I'm glad people are here and they're excited. But there's a lot. We always start out with a whole bunch of stuff in the description box underneath. So now, speaking of trying to get his political enemies arrested and taken to court and all of this, yeah, the cases against Letitia James and James Comey have just been dismissed just before it came on. Yep. So bye bye. I thought it was Warren in the middle, but I don't know. So whoever else he goes after is going to be able to use these cases as a blueprint to get their own cases dismissed. Evidence. Page of Cups. Even people who can't, like, what can James Comey do to hurt Trump now? Nothing. Not a thing. Trying to stir up things. Also, trying to deflect attention from the Epstein files. Yes, arrest them, take them away, off with their heads. You're done, and you're burdened by the more of the stupidity he pulls, the faster these things go in the courthouse and right out the back and gone. So let's just say that let's just say he's eroding the DOJ's credibility a wee bit. Anyway, all right. At 13:30. Hello, sweetness. You okay? This is awful. At 13. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. At 13:40. Hello, purry kitty. 13:40. Trump is reposting things like that, untruth, but is calling for military tribunals of his political enemies, as he can't trust the current judicial system. But you have control of the Supreme Court, don't you? You mean you were incompetent in who you chose? You mean to tell me that many of them had their one or two pet causes, and after that you're stuffed? Yeah. So, but this morning it was announced the Pentagon is investigating Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly, husband of Gifford. I want to say Kathy Gifford, but that's somebody else, isn't it? Anyway, but investigating Mark Kelly for his video advising the military not to follow illegal orders. Yeah, Gabby, thank you. Thank you, Gabby Gifford. Thank you. Yeah, Bear, Mark Kelly is a hero and a patriot. Yeah. So, really? Sierra says he's not just investigating, he's threatened his life. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yes, Soul are us. That's yeah, Boo-Boo does that. He's like, I don't like this energy. Let's do cuddle energy. Let's do purring energy. Let's do sweetness energy. And I don't know how I could have done this for almost 6 years, every single day, this political stuff, without Boo-Boo, without positive, a little positive energy generator here. Hello, dear. So what's going to happen with Mark Kelly? Because Mark Kelly can also use what just happened with Comey and James to say, yeah. Rebel and Dog, check your Facebook. What happened? Did something happen? God, that picture is still up. Oh, that's hysterical. Okay, what's going on? Oh, okay. Official statement. Thank you, Kristen from Uncover the News. Department of War has received serious allegations of misconduct against Captain Mark Kelly. Please. Reading quickly. Which may include recall to active duty for court-martial proceedings. Blah, 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 blah. And that a service member's personal philosophy does not justify or excuse the disobedience of an otherwise lawful order, but the whole point of what he was saying was that you should not follow illegal orders, and that was the point. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Mark Kelly. It's true, Dave. Trump doesn't care about legal. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Yeah, that's aggressive. That's very aggressive use of the law. Magician. What a waste of money and resources. Yeah, for a second there, I thought I had two of the same card, which is weird because I've had this one of the first decks I ever bought. I would have noticed by now. No, this is a waste of resources. Complete waste of resources. And then I've got both the King of Swords and then the King of Wands in the middle. So this is using all the military MAGA stuff to go after Trump's political enemies. Get all of this going. And then, so what happens to Mark Kelly? Well, there's the people in red having to walk away from all of this evidence. Having to walk away. And then Page of Pentacles, again, the Republican, everything Trump related gets weaker and weaker and weaker. And anyone associated with it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Oh, he's a dum-dum. Yeah. Bears a spit. Can he really do this to Senator Mark Kelly? Apparently. It's not going to go anywhere. Good luck. Let's see if I can get any more information. Mark Kelly. Trump is flailing. He is just flailing. And he thinks this is an easy win. Also, he just likes sending the flying monkeys against people he doesn't like. Mark Kelly's going to be fine. Really. He's sleeping again. The top of his head is against my arm. It's adorable. Oh. And he's still purring. There you go, boy. It's okay. It's okay. You're all right, sweetheart. Don't. And Jim says he cannot recall him to active duty for something he said as a civilian. Yes, he is purring. Pathetic. Okay, well, this could get interesting. At 21 minutes in, the Justice Department asked a Florida judge to reconsider unsealing Jeffrey Epstein grand jury transcripts, arguing a new law mandating release of all DOJ-held Epstein files within 30 days requires it, even though the statute does not explicitly mention grand jury material, leaving uncertainty over what documents will ultimately be made public. Will they comply? That's curious. Why is the DOJ trying to get Jeffrey Epstein grand jury transcripts released? Unless they're just playing games. And so they're like, the judge says can't do it, which is probably what's going on. But what's going to happen here? Epstein, gross. Epstein, grand jury. Well, he is no more. I know there's some people who think that he is still somewhere on Earth. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I get him in a very compacted place on the other side. That's what I get. But Dave says full release means exactly that. And where was it? Google user GQ4HO to distract, not information. Okay. Yeah. And Doreen says the grand jury testimony would have been about him, not Trump. There we go. Okay, Chris Cool says, according to Popak, the DOJ is asking for an illegal action by the courts to confuse the base. Oh, there we go. Well, we know why they're doing it. We've got the emperor right in the middle. Page of Wands, High Priestess. So those are the secrets. You've got emperor in the middle. I don't think MAGA's paying attention to this particular part of this, because I'm just getting a 5 of Pentacles with them out in the cold. And then it ends with MAGA on the defensive. So are these things are we actually going to get the Epstein information within the next 30 days? Or even the vast bulk of it? Before, what is it, December 19th? Something like that? Quite the Christmas present. How are we going to get that information? Well, we want, because it starts out with, I can't show you some of these cards because on here, the original cards, there's too much nudity. But the card for the reading is the Sun, which is things coming to light. And it starts with the emperor. So you've got Trump, the institutions, DOJ, criminality, hanged man, and quiet as a tomb. This I don't like, because that could be things being bad for dumpster fire, especially since it comes right after criminality. But quiet as a tomb is not something you want, especially since swords are air signs, so communication, records, things like that. So I pulled some more. And what I've got, I pulled 3 more, and I've got Trump trying to keep it at a distance. Oh, it's floating out there. This is a man standing on a cliff, and there are 3 ships out there. He's kind of watching it, waiting for his ship to come in. But they're out there with the information. He kind of just keeping an eye on them. But I've got both the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So these are Democrats continuing to fight for this. Yes, Susan, it is a veggie bowl. Yes, we've got it's a flowers and soup week. Clearfield says the emails from the Epstein estate won't be heavily redacted. Much more is coming from there. True. Jolie says, I'd be surprised if you don't get the magician card. Ah, yeah, moving resources and things around. Yeah. So let me get some clarification on that 4 of Swords. Does that mean they're going to find a way to, oopsies? Strangely, this reminds me of a line, well, kind of crude. There's a line from Weird Science. After the woman turns the big brother, Chet, into what he is. Let's put it that way. A big pile of what he is. And the younger brother says, turn him back? But it'll ruin Christmas. Big pile. Sorry if that's crude. Okay, so I'm asking for more. Card for the reading is the Hanged Man. So, is there information there that could hurt Trump? I'm getting a definite yes. Heartache. Secrets. I've got a death card in the middle. Fool, guess who that is? Boom. But again, it ends in the 4 of Swords. Again. Quiet as a tomb. Expect shenaniganery. Will they get away with it? Will they get away with the shenaniganery? I know some people don't like when I use the electronic version of tarot, but it's actually easier for spirit to interact with electronics as with physical things. Will we get the stuff? It's a whole lot of minor arcana. It has there's the criminality. They can do a lot of damage. There'll probably be parts of it not related to Trump released to try to deflect. In the center, I do have Democrats eventually having all the evidence, or huge chunks of it. And it's going to be very upsetting. Republicans are going to get hit hard. But this is minor arcana, and it's not for a while. Yes, he is asleep. Man, oh day. James asking, what about, TJ was asking, what about leaks? Well, I 30. Leaks. There. Save. And thank you for being here. It's kind of quiet now. About leaks. Yes. There will be. We're already pleased that at least there's been some forward movement. Oh, I can't show you the judgment card. Big judgment. Chaos is right in the middle. So yeah, a lot of information there. Page of Wands, though. And then Republicans sitting pretty. Democrats will be able to come forward, though. All that worry and grief and the poor victims. There are some legal matters here. Like, I don't know if it's Democrats going to the courts and saying they had 30 days. Give us the stuff. Because then I get a font of information. So, yeah, we may get some things, but Democrats are going to keep fighting for this to go through legal channels. So, okay. Okay. At 32:15. 32:20. New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani reaffirmed his past statements that Donald Trump is indeed a fascist and despot, even after the two had an unexpectedly cordial White House meeting where they agreed to work together on housing, food prices, and cost of living issues. You don't hold your breath. Will Trump continue to sing his praises? I talked about this yesterday, about the astrology that Mamdani affects his chart, you know? I read a really interesting astrology article years ago that was basically going through how you can end up having a crush on somebody who's not that into you. And in astrology, it's where your planets are landing on their chart, what it's bringing out in them. But at the same time, perhaps where their planets are landing in your chart might be positive, but maybe they're more friendship-based, friendship level, whereas the person who has the crush may be getting hit in different parts of their chart. It's really interesting. It's something to keep in mind. As far as these two, Trump was being magnanimous. Please. Big, showy movement forward. Hangman. Tower. Page of Cups and institutions. Trump might at some point, he almost always goes against people. But definitely Mamdani is going to be a focus of far-right groups and whatnot. But it feels like dumpster fire is going to have bigger problems. Oh yeah, Mamdani, his sun and moon land right in Trump's charts in a way that makes Trump feel very good. Chris Cole says, Andre did an excellent Mamdani Trump chart. It backs up what you're saying. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Chris Cole. I did 3 live streams yesterday on my own, so I didn't give a chance to look. But Andre's so, at Proactive Astrology, he's so good. Yeah. Look, I just get Mamdani's going to do a good job. That's what I get over and over and over. So that's it. All right, at 35:30, this is embarrassing. To the people of the world, spice up your life. No, to the people of the world, seriously, we did not vote for him. We cannot stand him. we voted for Barack Obama, and if we could, we would vote for him again. Just anyway, today the Telegraph released a 24-point plan European countries are pushing as a counterproposal to the controversial US-backed Ukraine peace plan, which is straight out of Russia. Removing provisions that favored Russia, affirming Ukraine's sovereignty, rejecting forced territorial concessions, proposing a ceasefire starting from current front lines, and calling for frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's reconstruction. I like all of this. While U.S.-Ukraine talks in Geneva continued amid confusion over authorship of the original Trump-supported plan. It's straight out of Russia. And backlash from European leaders and some U.S. lawmakers. Is this setting the stage for something bigger? By the way, one thing I don't think is in, I don't think I put it in here. Is it true that on X they've changed X so it shows your country of origin? And so Trump's followers are just Russia, China, wherever else they have bought farms and yeah. Anyway. So what's going to go on with Ukraine? These poor people. I forget who I was talking. I was talking to Sarah this morning about something, and someone, I can't remember who it was. It's somebody who's like, actually, their family's from Ukraine. And Sarah and I looked at each other and we were like, oh, don't mess with them then. They're idiots if they're going after, if Trump or his ilk are going after them. Don't mess with Ukrainians. Is there, if we have learned nothing else, watching a man with a cigarette dangling out of his mouth, carrying a roadside mine, big metal, huge thing, heel toe, just carrying it out into the woods. Just pick it up, cigarette dangling. Just don't mess with Ukrainians. Anyway. Slava Ukraine, isn't that the yeah. Okie dokie. So world stuff. Okay, this isn't. Yeah. World. It's holding the world. This is far right communication, but it can also just be like world politics, world stuff. King of Cups, Zelensky. Some kind of plan. Russia started it. And some kind of big answer to this. This war is not going to go on forever. It really isn't. It'd be nice if it could end now. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So do we finally get some kind of, does Ukraine get peace? That would be so good. Now that, that would be a Christmas present we would all like. Well, everyone decent would like. Ukraine. We're closer than I thought. Card for the reading is institutions. So you've got all these different institutions around the world, governments around the world fighting back to try to fix this. War is, excuse the term, hell. There's Ukraine. Okay, this is victory, and it's this is often a far right victory. It could be Putin trying to spin some victory, but it's also minor arcana. And the ace of truth, sorry, the sword of truth is right after it. I can't show you the sun card, but with the sun card, so sword of truth with the sun card, that's good. This app is just called Tarot ! And I got it when I hurt my hand. Yeah, it has the magician on the app, little avatar. And then once you're in there, it looks like this. It's called Tarot ! So anyway, and now I use it when he's up close to me because my shuffling the cards would upset him. Please tell me we're near better days. Please tell me that this war can end with Ukraine having to give up nothing or next to nothing, as it should be, because they didn't start it. Anyway. Oh yeah, talking about Black Friday, all of that. You know, there isn't a question here about that. Let's 4245. Look at that there. Oop. Black Friday. Let's have a look at that, because I mean, I know I'm not buying anything this week unless there's something food-wise I need for Thanksgiving. All right, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. How's this going to go? Because people are hurting and fed up. Whew. There's nothing good here. There's chaos. There's the boycott. Yep, fun. Sean is saying shop local for all the Black Friday stuff. Yes, including Sarah's got new stuff up in her shop on Etsy, Twilight Yarn Co. If it has a pale purple background, that's her stuff. All of the stuff she makes, and she makes all of it. She's not buying it. She's making all of it. She has made all of it. Everything you see on there exists. And anyway, and I want to say Etsy's having a store-wide sale or something, but anyway. But yeah, the economy's a mess. People's jobs are not great. King of Swords. These are the regulations and tariffs and everything, not only having hurt our economy, but making things more expensive on top of that. And the October jobs numbers were so bad, the government won't even release it. Sneeze says, I bought an ear warmer from Sarah. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, we talked about that earlier. So, but this is hurting. We're hurting. And then I can't show you the judgment card. Big judgment, and MAGA feeling unhappy. It's Trump is going to get these numbers. Even if he doesn't allow them to be released, Trump is going to see her. Trump is going to see how bad the numbers are. So, Hellspell says, my 8-year-old granddaughter asked if I was able to get her a Christmas present this year. I broke. If an 8-year-old can understand. Really, DC? Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Oh, Munchkin. Catwoman says, I need some of her, the actual bombs with an F on them. She also has ones with hearts. So love bombs and F bombs. Yeah, so you can throw them. Anyway, they're soft. Okay. Thank you, Guru-wan. I have been knitting and crocheting hats for the angel tree. Thank you. Yeah. Froxy Roxy says, thankful to have a roof and a meal. So many do not. What are we each thankful for? Oh gosh, I have a long list. There's so many every day. Every day I'm so grateful. I have another day with my parents. I have got, I'm able to be here with you. These two knuckleheads are okay. There's so much. The list is so long. So, yes, Taurus is asking, does someone have the Etsy link to Sarah's store? I don't think I have it handy. Does anybody? I don't have it handy. So. Oh, Tammy says, I made lap blankets for the cancer center. Ooh. Thank you for doing that. Yes, Summer Virgo, there is so much to be grateful for. Yes. Whew. No, Sarah's she has an Etsy store right now. She's going to get her channel up and going starting in December. She's doing in December, there are people who do a daily vlog, and she's going to be doing that in December, working on different parts of her life and that kind of stuff. So been trying to figure out if that's something I want to do. What would be the best use of that? How could I help people? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Love Jalu says, shared Sarah's Etsy. Lucky girl, thank you. You international treasure. Lucky girl's in the chat and has the direct link to Sarah's shop, twilightyarnco.etsy.com. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so okay, we have got an international question here at 49:30. Marianne was asking, please read on the recall petitions in Alberta in at least 15 ridings, which are districts, to get rid of Danielle Smith, our Maple MAGA Premier. It's like a governor. Will they succeed? Apparently she's none too popular. All right, Danielle Smith. My brain wants to go Danielle Steele. No, Danielle Smith, completely different person. recall. Why do I have a weird metallic taste in my mouth as soon as I touch this energy? Odd. Well, she gets hemmed in. Well, the card for the reading is secrets, so I don't know exactly what she's being recalled for, but there are big time secrets here. And trying to knock down norms, decency. I guess that's her, Queen of Wands, because MAGA. That's right in the center. She's hemmed in. Seriously hemmed in. And there's the chaos, and then I can't show you the sun card, but that ends in the sun card, which is good. Melissa says she's like MTG. Well, it looks like this is not going to go well for her. I'll double check, but Raymond is saying the White House turkey this year may not be pardoned because the turkey is having a hard time coming up with $2 million. Yes. Melissa says she does nothing but argue with everyone. Eek. Danielle Smith, Alberta. Again, it's so weird. I reach out for her energy, and it felt like a third eye area. It felt like this metallic, this nasty metallic energy. I don't know why. It's not pleasant at all. Kind of hurts. That's not normal. Okay, so is she going to be yeeted out of office? Man, there's what has she been doing? Is there some serious heavy duty? I can't show you the devil card, but no, she's not secretly a Borg, Lois. No, but the devil card, so there's some corruption there. And I've got hope, I've got justice. I was a little concerned about the last card being this heartache. But so I pulled 3 more cards. That could be a more moderate successor, and she's a bully. But they're not going to stop. If this doesn't work, they'll try something else, or they'll try again. Whatever it is, this woman has made so many enemies, and the people who want her out are not going to stop. So if this doesn't work, it's just a matter of time. Man, that's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. Lucky Girl says she's a nasty piece of work who likes and follows the MAGA playbook. This is not going to go well for her. It's not. Thank you, Lucky Girl. So, phew. Okay, so this is possibly the dumbest thing I've heard for a while. There's been speculation as to what was in it for Trump when he agreed to let the Ellison family not only take control of Paramount through Skydance, but also recently make a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Because the Ellison family needs, because we need more of the Ellison family, those right-wing nut jobs. So why would Trump go along with this? It's so that Larry Ellison could use his power over the studio to revive Trump's favorite movie franchise, the buddy cop franchise Rush Hour. It's being covered by Aaron Parnas and Huffington Post. I'm not making this up. I don't make up the news here. And that's the big thing here. We look at actual news from reputable sources, and then we look at the intuitive side of it. But you get real news here. So he went along with giving the Ellison family even more power. God help us. Because as long as he gets another Rush Hour movie, a cat mom says, we don't have antitrust laws anymore. Something. I get okay. Really? I mean, is it Chris Tucker? He hasn't been working a lot, I don't think. And Jackie Chan isn't he retired? I don't know. These aren't people I keep up with, so I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Friends. The friendship card. Not only Rush Hour, the movie, but Ellison saying, of course, anything for you, with tears in his eyes. Sir. Please. Okay. What I've got, this feels like going off to make a movie. And I've got a Sun card. So yeah, this is making a movie. Page of Swords. This is the childish, petulant ridiculousness, hello sweetness, of Trump and what he wants. It's weird though, because I've got it ends with the 8 of Swords being hemmed in, and that Wheel of Fortune card. So he may not live to see it, or he may not be in office to see it, or again, we know this card just keeps coming up and coming up. We know that there's something big coming, and the astrology over the next 2 years is fraught. So, but yeah, this is, can we please put monopoly laws back in place? Can we please enforce the monopoly laws that we had? Okay, back up, back. Go on. Okay, leave her. Okay, all right. Anyway, whew. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Mark Kelly has responded to the Pentagon. Secretary Hegseth's tweet is the first I've heard of this. I also saw the president's post saying I should be arrested, hanged, and put to death. If this is meant to intimidate me and other members of Congress from doing our jobs and holding this administration accountable, it won't work. I've given too much to this country to be silenced by bullies who care more about their own power than protecting the Constitution. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Silky Steele says, I love Mark Kelly. He's my senator. Excellent. All right. All right. Oh, and you're being so sweet to each other as well. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. But that's my hour. But thank you so much. I'm grateful for you more than you will ever know. I would not be able to have this channel. I would not be able to help my parents and be here. I'm not going to lie. There are times my father's fallen. and I was able to be here and help. There are times, my mother fell one time, and, I was here. I was able to work from home. I was able to do this and help because you watch, because you support the channel, you help me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. It is 1:17 p.m. here in, yes, thank you. It's 1:17 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We just want to encourage you during a lull in the middle of the day when it's like, no, we're going to be productive together. We're going to get our own stuff done. And whatever it is you want to get done, we're going to encourage you. Other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. And yeah, so Thursdays, same thing as always around here. I'll be here. I'm here every day, every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. All right. So please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together, and there are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow, as always. Okay. Bye.